Hello and welcome to Cobblemon World. Welcome back. Yeah. Today, we are building our second warehouse because the one down there is great and all, but like there are more things we need to get done. Plus it's kind of in a shitty spot and we have higher RPM to work with. I reckon it's time to get down to it. As you can see, I've already blocked it out in my downtime. I reckon this is going to be the size of it. Down there just exists so we can actually take advantage of our iron outlet over here. I'll show you. If I hover over this, at the top you will see we have access to cobblestone, flint, and iron. A lot of the things we're going to be making in this place are going to require those things, and more. But now we need to figure out what we want to build this with. I'm thinking sandstone might actually be sick. So let's play around with that. Grab tons of sand from here because we have that. Oh god, I left my workbenches up here. Or did I? Oh wait, I'm an idiot. They were right next to me, weren't they? Yep, there they are. Also, I realized I very briefly was in here at the end of last episode, but I didn't really talk about what I did. So this is my train setup, which might sound confusing because how the fuck does this make trains? But let me show you. This contraption here, I think is just a more effective grinder or crusher than the one that we have at the bottom in the other building. I simply use it for obsidian, right? You put obsidian through here, you grab the powdered obsidian, chuck it in here, it gets to work. Look at this, look at it go. Look at it go. And then it goes right here. And these things, they are used to make our train casings. As well as these, which if I want to make more lava tanks, that'd be big. Also, you do this to make it, right? So you go brass casing, right click with a sturdy sheet, you get train casing. And with train casings, you can make trains, like the train bases and the train controls. And I blocked it off to be kind of neat. And this is our rail production system. We've got some rails already inside, but we need more phantom membrane to make the invisible tracks because the city, the road, will need that sort of stuff. As you can see, I've left this little bit open here just so I could actually right-click it with the stuff that it needs because it's different depending on what you want to use. And yes, I have got this, so it does just store it, so it keeps putting it in, but you can't take out from here. So, like even if I did this, even if I took all of it from there, it wouldn't do anything because it still has it in its hand. Yeah, still gotta tidy things up. I'll probably add a roof sooner. Like, sorry, not like a full roof. We'll figure what out. Yeah, we'll figure out what we want to do with that. I reckon ultimately I will just do a normal finished roof, not leaving room for an extra building on top. Because if we do want an extra building on top, we can always just add that later. But until then, we're going to have a finished roof just so I can look at it and be like, that's a complete building. And Return of the King, we have our clipboard, because now we actually need to get back down to create stuff, which means it's time to get down to business. We'll get to all of this once we've built the building. We're going to build the building ahead of time. I'm kind of feeling this one. We'll worry about texturing later. And as you can see, we have got like some little ridges in the wall. That's kind of how we're going to like separate the pattern, I think, because it's 3, 3, 3, 3, and then on the ends we have something special. So I reckon we'll do... Hello, it is post-recording Kai coming to you for the building montage voiceover. Haha, it is I. To start us off, I would like to ask, what are you guys doing whilst you're watching the video? Because I know a lot of you like to listen along while you get down to your own business. So if you're doing something, let me know in the comments. I love to hear what you guys get up to. And whilst you're commenting, and if you're enjoying my stuff, if you're enjoying the video thus far, why not check if you're subscribed? You know, maybe you aren't, and maybe you would like to. I post every 4 days, so it's free content, you know? You can't go wrong with free content. This little time lapse that you guys are watching took me about, I think like 2.5 hours. I'm starting to put a bit more time into the builds, and I'm a lot happier with them, but oh wait, there's a clip coming up. Ow! That was fucked up. What a fucking idiot. Anyway, so yeah, I've started putting more effort into these builds, and I've been having a lot more fun with it. Like, fuck man, I am so happy with these builds. Like, I never thought I was like a particularly bad builder, but like there was so much room for improvement, and I think that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited about committing to the Minecraft series beyond just doing it with my friends. I'm focusing on my own abilities, my own talent, and it's really exciting. Speaking of which, putting more effort into things. I'm really trying to put more effort into my videos now. I never thought they were bad, but I definitely thought they could be better. And now we are getting to the point where I'm starting to really put my heart and soul into my videos. I'm trying to make sure they're more funny, more engaging, and not just a waste of space, right? I'm not just trying to get through the video to the next upload. I want each video to be something to remember, something I can be proud of. And whilst we're at it, by the way, but going back to shouting things out, if you aren't already, I would love to see you guys join the Discord, right? Always happy to see new faces, new people engaging with the community. There are people waiting to, like, we have a new person who's been waiting in the Discord VC, so if you guys want to just chat with someone, there will be someone there most likely. Back to the video. Now we have a place to build all of our extra stuff. There's more that we still got to do, probably a bit more down here. I'll probably do like a bit of catwalk and a staircase going up here so we can actually get up there without having to fly. Not that that's going to be an issue for me, but you know, better safe than sorry. I just wanted to completely restock on these because it's nice to have them in abundance. The last time I did that, I was making machines like crazy. It's just a bitch to craft them sometimes, but then I remember it's actually not that big of a deal. Barely took any time, and we're there now. Place that, chuck that downwards, boom, boom, boom. And now we have water going up. Going into this, which is now our sink. So now we essentially have a sink with endless water, which in the real world is also the case. If you just leave your sink running, it'll never run out of water. Okay, so the reason this is handy dandy is because I want to start making mud, this kind, just so we have access to it, right? I'm sure we could, I actually am curious, can we do anything else with, oh, we can make limestone. That's really cool. We actually have all the ingredients for that, so we can make limestone house sink as well. I don't know why I'm talking like you're gonna see any of this. Oh, that's huge. Okay, we actually do need to make the other thing, so we'll go ahead and do that. We need to make the mixer. The mixer is an important part of this. Actually, I'm just gonna smash a shit ton of it. Actually, you know what? I was gonna use this one, but we're gonna make another one of these anyways. Why don't we just go ahead and do that now? Because that's gonna be in that room as well. So the reason the hydraulic press is so nice is because it does a stack at a time rather than one at a time, as you might have seen that we used to have to do in the past. I reckon this will be our wall of just things that are manual. I mean, most of these things will be manual. It's just like it automates a smaller part of the process. Okay, I think that works. We'll cover it up with copycat panels to make it look nicer. I think it's just this, right, for a depot? Yeah, brilliant. All right, and now I can do this. Oh! Oh! Oh my. That's beautiful. That's wonderful. Magnificent even. Now we can make our mixer. Awesome. Oh wow, yeah, wait, so it's as simple as this. Oh, it needs to be heated. Never mind. So I've opted for not doing that just because if we ever want to get azurine, we can always just make a farm for it now that we know that there is a recipe, which is nice. And with azurine, obviously we get access to all these blocks, but we also get access to blue bricks, which is always nice to have. And so we now know how to make a zinc farm out of stone. That's convenient. All right, cool. Well, these are two really nice things to have. Let's go ahead and make some mud. Is it just as simple as throwing dirt in here? It seems like it. Yeah, it is. Wow. For mud, because we want to turn it to mud bricks, we are just going to be doing it with wheat, which is honestly fine. We should have plenty of wheat. We have a wheat farm that's automated. So, all right. Those are two new things that we now have access to, which are just... I already had access to the hydraulic press. It was kind of a bitch just trying to slide it through here. Now we have it, like, fully manual. All right, well, that's actually two things we can tick off the list. Hydraulic press and sink. And I guess iron sheet. Those things go hand in hand. I didn't really think about that. Let's go make our first set of packed muds. That's how that works. Is packed muds the plural? Or is packed mud plural? Is the individual synonym for packed muds or packed mud packed my? No, that would be plural. I don't know. Wheat. Not as much as I thought we'd have. How's our wheat farm going? It's alive. Okay. Well now, boom! We have packed mud. The reason I'm getting packed mud is because I want to start doing a path up here, because this place doesn't really have much appeal. I'm going to work on that eventually. Maybe like off screen or something. God, I'm starting to really love this area. I'm so happy that I can finally stop despising this whole environment. Alright, well, while we're being productive, let's not stop now. Precision mechanisms. This one's gonna be a bitch to make, especially since I can't keep checking it. God, precision mechanisms. I just have to commit to it, I just have to go for it, but far out is it a bitch to assemble. Precision mechanisms, where do we start? We need, okay. let's just start laying things out. Again, all of these things we can make manually already. This is just to make life significantly easier for us, just like forever. And we did bring some lovely little thingos to really tidy this up. So I'm not sure exactly how this works, because we might have to move it around, because I need to see if it works like this. Okay, I didn't bring any kelp with me. Let's go grab some kelp. This should work, but I have a hunch it won't. Oh, it does work. So essentially what I was worried about was it would see this and not work because it's like maybe too cramped or something, but it does work, which is great. We might have to replace these ones to brass ones, just because we will need to do a bit of a back and forth system, because precision mechanisms. Yeah, okay. I'm just gonna bite the bullet and say we will need them. So let's go grab some brass. Reason being, when making precision mechanisms, you need to essentially keep going back and forth until it is completed, because it takes 4 of the same recipe, or 5 of the same recipe over and over again to get it done, but it updates each time it goes through. Like, it becomes a new item each time, which can get a bit confusing. Oh god, I need to grab the vaults, because we're gonna need vaults. Now that I'm seeing this, we might need to move it back one. Yeah, we're gonna need to. So, as you can see, it's a bit more complicated than it needed to be, but I've actually done this so that if we ever, for whatever reason, and I don't not see us doing this, if we ever decide to automate the production of these two, right? If we ever automate the process of small cogs and big cogs, then if we fill that with those, and now that I'm thinking about it, we'll probably have to separate these, just because there is a chance that it'll overfill with one set rather than the other. Though, actually, no, there are smart observers we could use to block off that sort of entry. But yeah, essentially, if we ever automate the production of these two, we can have all 3 of these things flowing into this vault, which will mean these 3 stay constantly topped up always. And just to show you why that's important, we will go ahead and actually make an example. I believe we need gold, so let's get gold. Boom. And then boom. This should eventually work. I've realized the situation I've presented. Let's take this out. Yeah, we just ran out. So the issue was that because I put so much gold in, it was just intertwining the 2 systems, which meant it was never really getting through. Which isn't a bad thing, it just means we have to monitor how much we put in, which means it's not entirely scuff-proof. But now it should work. Yeah, there we go. We made a clock? Okay, now it should keep going. Yeah, look at that. Okay, we're gonna need to filter for these things, because sometimes they break and turn into things we don't want them to. So we could change the filter on this to filter for anything that is breaking, right? So get the cogwheels in here as well. In which case, that would just jump off here. Okay, that's fine. We've got a good amount. So essentially it does work as long as we provide it with the materials. It'd be nice to eventually be able to have all the materials just constantly be readily available. The iron, 100% is something that we can have readily available, and in fact, it's accessible right there. So if we can ever pipe up iron nuggets all the way to here, then we'll never run out of this tube. But it's these 2 that we need to take care of at some point. It would just require us to have access to the wood farm that's way over there, and also have an andesite farm, which we can do. And I plan to do it at some point. In fact, that's originally what that was for. So we could build an andesite farm, like right there maybe. We'll see, we'll see. All right, 2 machines done. Let's take that off the... See? Done. Red quartz. Not a hard one to assemble. And we'll probably intertwine that with electron tubes. Okay, so it requires us getting quartz and redstone. Not necessarily an issue. It's just a matter of the sandpaper. Like, I think redstone and quartz aren't going to be an automated system. We will at some point have it automated, which would be nice. But for the meantime, these would be the 2 resources that we provide, just like the gold plates and these 3 things. The setup that we want is the sandpapering, and that's it. I guess Because when you make this, it sandpapers to make this. And to make the electron tube, you just add an iron sheet to it. So it would be chuck redstone quartz right here. It would go here, get sandpapered, pulled up, crafted, dropped here. In the same line. So we'd have it rest here, and we chuck this here, bring it down, boom, 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 boom. So what I've just realized is, since this thing won't be creating iron plates specifically, it'll just be creating rose quartz, polished rose quartz. So what we could do essentially is this. This should work. Actually, I don't know how. I don't know if it'll go into that. Okay. Couldn't I just bring that back one? I really could. Does the face need to be visible? Okay, actually, this might work like this. Yep, there we go. But, I just want to check. If I cover this up, it does still work. Good to know. Brilliant. Let's just place this back here just so we know we can lock it up. Would have been nice if I could do that before I ran out of the rose quartz, but that's fine. But yeah, all around, successes. Okay, we're almost done, because that's both of those things. Brass alloy. I actually don't know why I chucked down brass alloy. Brass alloy is brass ingots. It's just that. I don't need to do that here. So I'm just going to actually go ahead and remove that, because that's just a thing that we can do anyway. So we've done everything that this building needs. We've done all the stuff that I had planned out, which means we have room for room to do more things, which is nice. I don't know what those things would be, because whenever I think of things that are annoying to assemble, it's this, barely even this, and just pressing things. Now, that's all been taken care of. Heck, we might even automate it at some point. This might get replaced with a slave, and it'll automatically be distributed somewhere else, wherever we need it. There'll be like a storage for it, and we'll have like hundreds of thousands of that, which will be lovely. I want to see this from my window. This is cool. It's looking real nice. Wow, it's been a productive episode, and I don't think we're even that far in. I reckon I'll call the session here for tonight, and depending on how far in, we'll see. I'll be back. As it turned out, we did need a bit more footage. Alright, I'm gonna go... I don't know how my backpack gets full so fast, bro. It was like empty just the other day. Let's go sort this shit out. Let's actually pop some of these windows on the other buildings, just so we have them done. Because I think it'd be pretty good to have some I think it would be good to have some consistency. Okay, let's try that again. I forgot what I was gonna say. I think it's good that we have some consistencies between the different areas, the different buildings. I don't think there's anything wrong with us using the same windows. Plus, black just works with these builds, I feel like. This takes some time. Alright, let's try and make a start on this then. Coarse dirt would be nice, but I think mud bricks is a good start. So let's just start digging out a space for it. And I reckon once we've placed it all, we will go back and just replace random ones with mud bricks. I feel like Minecraft doesn't usually like add a lot of... Well, I guess Minecraft adds the weirdest things, but like I feel like they don't usually take much decoration into account when they add new blocks. Obviously, most blocks are added for decoration purposes, but I mean like I would never have expected them to make mud bricks. That does not feel like a vanilla Minecraft thing. That feels like something that a mod maker added. You need a mine packed mud? Interesting. Yeah, he's still here. Okay, I think that's working with it together. Whoa, it makes a sound when you walk on it. Why is mud brick so much sloppier than regular mud? Oh, if we ever got brown dye, throwing in some brown terracotta into this might actually be a shout. Did this guy spawn because there's mud? Because he's Mudsbury, right? Mudsdale. I feel like I've seen you before, but like, no one was really spawning. It was just kind of chill, but now you're... I wonder. Alright, it might not be the prettiest thing you've ever seen, but it's absolutely a start. And to top it all off, let's add some greenery in. Eventually we can add some azalea bushes and maybe add some of our own trees around the area, because I think that would help, right? That would add to the vibe. In fact, I might do that now. We could do our own trees, like make our own, but I have no idea where I would even start with that, because that's a lot of work. The rest we'll just let grow for now. Might as well place some more down, just so they get cooking. Alright, and then they will get to work. Be nice to add some, like... I reckon I will add some of our own bushes along here, but I also think we need some light, and I actually will make a start on the light right now. I reckon that works. There we go, some varying height I think will look really nice. Lovely! It looks a million times better. Just some basic decoration, and we'll add more over time. Oh, that's awesome! I reckon if we add some chairs and shit along the way, that'll also be nice. Maybe just some random fences, I think could also look good. But I think, because I am running out of time, I think I'm gonna call it there. But yeah, all over, a pretty productive episode, I'd say. Getting that done was huge for me. And I will say, I didn't have all that much time in the world for this episode. That's why it was like roughly 20 minutes. I only had today and yesterday to make the video, because today is actually, again, the day I'm uploading. So hopefully this doesn't become a habit. But even still, I'd say that this episode and the last episode, I'm actually really happy with them. Quality-wise, I think I've been cooking up. I hope you all did enjoy. If you did, consider subscribing. It helps me out, and you might enjoy some of my shit down the line. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.